Welcome to another wonderful talk at the Positive Future for Health podcast. I'm your host, Althea Finch. I'm the creator of the Pain-Free Method, How to Be Pain-Free by Tuning Into You. And you can find out more about that at painfreedom.co.uk. And also join us for the next live podcast to book onto the next one. So do go over there and book onto those so you can come onto the next ones. So, as well as teaching people how to be pain free with my methods, I started this podcast to invite natural health experts and people doing wonderful things in the world to come and share their knowledge and wisdom with us so that we can all learn and spread the word and all help each other and go on from there. So, today we have the amazing Jon Jandai, who is from Thailand. And I saw a video of his just recently, actually, amazing little clip. And basically, it was a little video where he lived in the countryside, growing his own produce, having a beautiful life, and healthy and well and fit. And he went to the city because everyone said, "You've got to go to the city and earn money, earn money, earn money." And he went to Bangkok, the main city there, and found that he wasn't. I mean, I'm sure he's going to share his experience, of course, but this little video I saw, he wasn't very happy. He was working many, many hours, not healthy, not eating well, fitting into a place with many people, no space. And he decided to come back to the countryside and get well again, eat properly and healthy. And he's done incredible things since then. And I'm so pleased, Jon, that you've come onto our podcast to share what happened. So how did this all start for you? I mean, I saw that video, but who are you about and how did it all happen?
Okay, my name is Jon Jandai, and actually I grew up in a very remote village in Thailand, and we are farmer. The whole village are farmers, so we grow all the food that we used to have. And then when I was young, I have to move to Bangkok because that's what everybody do. Because if you want to have more money, you want to have a good life, you need to go to Bangkok to get a job, to make money. So I went to Bangkok, but I disappointed with Bangkok because I cannot do much in Bangkok. I cannot make much money. I cannot make enough income. So sorry, can I turn off the phone? Sorry.
It's okay.
That's, so when I was in Bangkok, I feel like, why human have to live like this? Why human have to work 8 hours per day? Why human have to live like termites in the big building? Many people work like a termites or ants in a small mound. I think it's so hot. It's so hard to live in the city. The world is so big. Why we jam in that small town? It's so nice to be under the trees. The breeze, nice breeze. So nice to jump in the pond. So nice to hear the birds singing. So nice to catch fish and then harvest vegetable. Why we have to be here? So that's a lot of questions that come up on my head that I think about. When I was kid, I enjoyed my life a lot. And then when I moved to the city, I feel like I work harder than anybody, but it's not enough to feed one person. So I decided to went back home. I think in the city, I never had enough food to eat because I got very low pay from minimum wage. So I told myself that humans should not be hungry on this fertile world because our world has so good soil, good water, good plant, good animal, but we don't have enough to eat. That's so sad. Even I work hard, but it's not enough. That means There's something wrong with the system. I think I cannot live like this because when I look back, many people who came to Bangkok before me, they're getting older and older. They have nothing. When they were retired, they have no job. They have no money. They have no land, nowhere to go. And at the end, they become alcoholic and die under the bridge or somewhere. I think we should not end our life like this. And we should not be hungry in the middle of food. That's one word that I keep echo in my head all the time. We should not be hungry in the middle of food. And we should not get sick and die in the middle of medicine. Because there's so many herbal medicine everywhere. Anything is medicine. But when we get sick, we need to wait for the hospital and we have no money to pay. We cannot get treated in the normal way. And then we die. There's a lot of medicine around us. Why don't we learn about that? So that's the question that forced me to went back home. And then when I went back home, I start to do gardening. I start to build my own house. I start to learn about herbal plants, about local technique of healing. How can we help ourselves when we get sick? I think it's so fun. It's so easy. It doesn't take 4 years like we go to university. We learn so fast. I built a house in 1 or 2 months. I have a bamboo house myself, and then I grow only 3 months, take care of my garden only 3 months, 15 minutes per day of watering in the garden. I have enough food to feed 6 people. So I do everything. I learn how to do things more and more. The more I learn, the more I try. I understand more and more. Whenever I understand more, fear decrease. But before that, when I was in Bangkok, I never understand things because I read a lot of books. I listen a lot of things, but reading and listening doesn't make me understand things. It just make me remember something. But when I don't use it, I forgot it. But when I went back home, I start to do things. I digging the soil, I plant the vegetable, I make sauce myself, I make yogurt, I make shampoo, I make soap, I make everything. When I did it, wow, it's so easy, so fun. And then I never feel worried that I will have no food to eat wherever that I will going to be. I believe that I can find food anywhere. And wherever I will be, I know that how to build my own shelter easily. Because I feel like I'm like a bird. The birds has no hammer, no nail. They fly with nothing with their wing, empty wing. And then they can build their nest everywhere from everything around them. So now I feel like that. I built my own house with mud, with straw, with car tires, with hemp bag. Now I'm thinking about to build a house with old clothes that we have so much clothes that we throw away now. I want to make into a house because everything can turn to a house. This is make me feel like this is freedom.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
joy to live on this earth. When we understand things more, we know how to do things more and more and more. And then after that, I stopped reading. Now it's 30 years I stopped reading. I feel like I spent too much time on reading and I forgot most of it. But when I spend time to do something, I remember all of it.
Mm. It's very
I
interesting, isn't it? Because we're physical beings, and what the message I'm getting from you, and it's of course we know this when we wake up, is that when we are in living like termites and learn this and take this exam and have no money and close your world, but then on nature in through our bodies, we are physical beings. It's through nature and through practice and through physical experience we learn. I mean, I agree with you. I remember planting my first plants in my garden. I remember which plants died, which plants survived, which ones don't like me, and which ones love me, and you learn, and I never forget. And I never, and of course, and then you share with everybody. Oh, you get excited. Do this. This is easy. Do this like this, and I just see your expansion. And I thought, this is the world. This is what God gives to us. This is our gift
yeah,
to us to expand and survive and grow. And
yeah,
it's so wonderful to hear the reminding of you. You're living this and this realization. And this because
yeah,
you built this house that you're living in, isn't it?
yeah. This is earthen house. We
Mm,
made from adobe bricks, sun-dried brick, just rice husk or straw, we mix with clay and put in a mold and dry for 6, 7 days, and we can build into a house like this. And then we
amazing.
use the same thing to plaster, and then we use clay paint, white clay, any clay color you can use it.
Wow.
So I can change my clay paint every month. I spend maybe £1 or something like that. I can
Wow.
change the whole color of my house.
Oh,
Yeah.
it feels like, this is the real world. This is the way God intended. Your nature provides for us, isn't it? It's not about money and stuff. But I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you, you're doing all these incredible things, and what's it like with officialdom? Do you get official people wanting taxes from you or wanting licenses and all this kind of stuff?
To live like this, it doesn't mean we refuse money. We still make money
Mm.
because when we do gardening, when we grow something, we don't grow a lot, but we have more than we can eat. We sell them. So we make some money. So we have enough money to pay tax, to pay things like normal people. Our life is not different from normal people. So we use money, spend money, we use technology, we use everything, but we use with mindfulness. We did not use because we addicted to it. So I use money to buy what is necessary for me only. That's why I did not make a lot of money, but I don't feel like I have problem with money. So I did not make a lot of money, but I travel a lot. I don't make money, a lot of money, but I make a lot of friends. So I have friends all over the world. If I want to go travel, I just get the ticket and then go see my friend. So I can travel like people who have more money than me and even travel more too. So this is the way we live. So we did not against government, did not against official or anything. We just learn how to be with it in the way that
Amazing.
we work less.
It's amazing. It sounds like you've got the balance right. You've got the balance right. And I think it's so inspiring. Do you find that people come to you more and more to learn from you, to share
Yeah,
with you?
there are a lot of people coming because we have workshop, we have training, and we live together as a community. We have about 20 people live together. So our main thing is like we live together with no rule, no regulation, and no leader. And then we work together, eat together, use money together. We have only one account. All the income come to the farm together. Everybody share thing. We have only one kitchen. So many people from all over come to volunteer with us, stay with us. There's nothing convenient. There's nothing comfortable at all. Very basic thing, but people just come and learn mainly. So it's the last 20 years, we have a lot of people from all over to come visit us. So it's a strange communities. It's not like a normal communities because we don't have rules or regulation. We have no leader. So everybody live together like in a family, but a family with no parents. Everybody is equal. So we live together, and our main aim to be here to do seed saving. We grow vegetable, saving seed, protect the indigenous seeds, and then we give seed away to people. That's the main job that we are doing together here.
Tell us
So
more about this,
everybody
John.
come.
Yeah,
Sorry.
tell us more about that, John. John, because I know that's a very important part of your work at the moment, saving seeds.
Because in the beginning, I grew up as a farmer. When I was kid, we ate more than 100 varieties of vegetable per year. Each season, the vegetables are not the same. But when I'm younger, I can see the change. People eat less and less and less varieties. Now, the whole Thailand, people eat less than 10 varieties of vegetable all year round, and they eat the same thing. And we have more than 2,000 varieties of fish, freshwater fish in each river. So each year we ate a lot of them. But now there's only 3 varieties of freshwater fish in the market.
Wow.
So that's quite scary because we were trained to eat only the corporation on the sea. They trained us to eat only what they have it. And then 70 million people in Thailand eat one variety of chicken, one variety of pig. So that's the way the diversity of food disappear. We feel like this is insecure for us, for our life. Because diversity is security. Diversity is beauty. So when we have no security, before that, my family used to grow more than 10 varieties of rice per year. Some year we have flood. There's a few varieties that survive in the flood. Some year they have drought. There's a few varieties that survive even no rain. So whatever happened, we always have rice to eat. We have food
Very
to eat.
clever.
Yeah. But now the whole country, they grow jasmine rice because the good price. They grow for sale. Whatever happened, everything's gone. So there's no secure for our life anymore. That's why I feel like now our food is in control by a hand of a few corporations. And then they decide the food for the market, not decide food for human. So we eat so many things, it's not food in our food now. A lot of preservative, a lot of artificial flavor, smell, things like that. And then all the food come from factory, industrial farm, a factory farm. They
It's
grow
crazy,
fast.
isn't it? Crazy.
Yeah,
Because it grows fast then.
they grow fast with no nutrition. They grow fast because of hormone. And then we eat a lot, but we don't have enough nutrition. That's why we have a lot of sickness with no germs, no disease now. So I feel like this is not the way we want to be. If we have no seed in our hand, we cannot be happy. No seed, no happiness, no freedom. So seed have to be in the hand of the farmer, have to be in the hand of people. But now the whole Thai farmers, 80% rely on seed from the corporation.
Wow.
So sad. And
Yeah,
the price of
that's
seed,
very, very
so
high.
expensive. Yeah.
What stops the farmers from doing what you do, saving seed and just growing their own?
Because the corporation, they have the system. They distribute the hybrid seed from their company to farmer, and when farmer grow them, they buy it back. So easy to sell. Farmer, they are not good in business. If they grow something and they can somebody come and buy it immediately, they love it. That's why they keep doing it. After they're doing like that for 3 years, nobody saved local seed. It will, all of them will disappear.
But
And
don't they understand the future of their job is going to disappear?
they did not think about that much. They did not understand that much because of most of farmers are poor, low education. They are in debt. They do whatever just to make money now. So that's why they use a lot of chemical, use a lot of hormone, use a lot of fertilizer, invest a lot of money, and then they grow. They sell like they make a lot of money, but they did not do accounting.
Are they
If
listening to
they
people? Are they listening to people like you? Because you're proof of the pudding. You're showing everybody's healthy and fit and well, and I love your balance and your vision and your balance because you're making money is just one piece of your life. It's not the most important thing. All these other things, your health, your community, your building, your inspiration, and the growing the vegetables, of course. But money is just one piece of your living. I mean, um, do they listen to you? Are they inspired too? I find you so
they
inspiring.
most of farmers think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy because I did not make a lot of money. They want to make a lot of money. That's why they invest in farming. But when you do conventional farming, nobody can survive in the world. Even in the UK, in Europe, in America, you cannot survive. You survive because of subsidies from the government. Without the subsidies, you bankrupt immediately. So people just think about that. Just think about to make a lot of money in one time.
Why are you
They did
different?
not think, yeah.
Why are you
Most of
different?
them,
Sorry.
sorry, most of farmers, they are very low education. They don't even know how to do accounting. So they cannot think in a sustainable way much. There's a few people who can think like that, and then they come to join me, work with me now, because I try to build up a network all over. So I do a lot of training and workshop for them to do seed saving, to start local market, to do something local more. That's what we try to do. We work a lot on these topics now because we think we cannot survive if we don't come back to local. We need to start local business,
Mm.
local market, local economies more.
And that I think is a massive subject right there, because just off air, we were talking about the globalist agenda is about world dominance, world dictating, and world everybody controlled. But I think you're absolutely right that it's local, it's local, it's local. It's you and me, it's my neighbor, and begin there and begin in your own backyard. I know, I mean, I just have a few chickens, and when I have extra, I give it to my neighbors. So that's a little bit of health every day, for my neighbors, and a little bit of community connection, friendship, and we have chats, and they tell us me about their world, and so it's local. It's local. I think is a big answer, and you're discovering that that's a big answer for you, and you put the power back into you, don't you? Not dependent on subsidies, dependent on government money that may or may not come. It's the price of your product is at the whim of somebody else who's, I mean, that seems like a really desperate state. And that sounds like a wonderful, healthy answer. Bring it local. It's so simple, isn't it, to begin there?
Yeah, it's very simple, but it's too simple for people to believe because we were trained to think about complicated things more and more and more. Whatever is so simple, so easy, they don't believe it's true. They need to make it more complicated. They can pay more money. They feel happy with it. Like we built with Adobe house. Not a lot of money, we can build a house.
It's
But
amazing.
nobody wanted because they said it's no cost. It's no value in the economics way. So when people were trained to think in the globalization way, globalization things, we always think big so you can make a lot of profit. You can take advantage of people as much as you can. So you can be the richest person in the world. So people focus on that thing. But when we do something small, they think, oh, you are out of date, you backward. That's why we become like a minority, become like a black sheep in the society to
That
live
makes
like
sense.
this. Yeah. But we feel like we stable, we secure, and we have fun to live like this. And new generation don't want to do farming. They want to do trading. They want to buy Bitcoin. They want to trade gold. They want to trade stock in the stock market. They want to make a lot of money very fast. But
That's the thing.
nobody want to produce food.
Mm.
Nobody think about to develop the soil to grow food in the simple way, cheapest way, easiest way, and the best way. We don't think about that. We just
You,
think about use Thai technology to make fake meat, to make chicken with no head, to make chicken with no feather. That's the way they think about it. To do like that, how much money you have to put in it to
but
create the system?
exactly, and it's money, money, money. It's all money, profit, money, profit. I mean, my boy is a business guy. He's only 15, but he's a business guy. I want to send him to you. Go and learn. And then, do you know the saying? They say, not until the last tree is cut down, not until the last river runs dry, the people finally realize you cannot eat money.
It make me think about one book that I read for my kids for a long, long time. The Rorax. You know that book? Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, yeah,
Dr. Seuss. Yeah.
yeah.
The Rorax. Yeah. It's about something like that. It's like we work a lot to change the natural resources into money. We work hard. We think the more we change natural resources into money, we are success. We are the progress. We are good. But at the end, when natural resource finish, you have nothing. So it's very interesting that humans think in this way more and more, but we never think in the easy way. We think in the complicated way
Exactly.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know with my it's true, it's true. I mean my method, my healing method is literally the most simple. It's just like breathing. It's the most simple thing. But our
Yeah.
complexity gets in the way. Our resistance, our disbelief, our patterns we run inside our head because of some trauma or whatever. And but
Mm.
the method I discovered it by my life crashed and burned. My life, I had an epiphany time in my life, a bit like yourself. Like I suddenly realized, oh my gosh, that's it. Healing is so in my world, healing is so simple. The method is super, super simple, but people don't believe it, or they're skeptical, even they think they themselves cannot change. I mean, that's what I teach, and it's funny because it's so simple. It's sweetness and simplicity itself. My children do it, and
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I think that's what traps us a lot is they get us into debt. We get the mortgage, and we have to wear these clothes because we have to go to this place and look good, or you have to buy a nice car and get to places, and it's all money dominance, isn't it? It's money dominance. And what I see what you've done is just turned it around that that's not the main thing. It's just a piece of your living. But I think it's
Yeah.
through debt they get us. And then you stay in fear and fear and the bills and it's the pressure. And, I don't even I'm lucky enough not to have a mortgage, thank goodness, but I still have bills and my children need things and I have to pay for food and all the prices go up and up and up. And it's scary. It's really scary,
Hmm.
so I have to work
Yeah.
more, and it's crazy living actually, and you're really highlighting, I think, the reality of what we're doing is crazy, is damaging. And I love your simplicity and the beauty of what you're doing. And it sounds like you're really putting the information and you're training people and courses. I want my boy to come to you.
Yeah, I think it's good for us to come back to think about simplicity more. Think about how can we make things easier? Because now we always make things more and more complicated, harder and harder and harder. And then when we make it more complicated, we need to think more, spend a lot of time to think. When we think too much, we use too much brain. Our brain have some problem. When our brain have problem, our mental health have problem, our body have problem too. So now most of people did not use our body in the balancing way. We use too much head, but we don't use enough body, physical body. That's why the way we think now is like we lost the way. We don't know where we are going. We run, but we don't know where we are going. We work so hard. We work a lot, but we don't know who are we working for. We work for ourselves? No, we did not do anything for ourselves because the most important thing in ourselves is our health. We work a lot. We make money, but how many times that we buy organic food to feed ourselves? We know that organic food is good because no chemical, no hormone, high nutrition is good for you. But we don't care. We just buy whatever easy and cheap so we can eat fast and go to work. That means we ignore our health. Our health is the first priority, is number one in our life, but we did not care. That means we don't care about ourselves. And who are we working for then? We did not work for anybody. We work hard for nothing, to ruin everything that feeds us. We work hard to ruin the soil. We kill the soil. We kill the water. We pollute the water. We pollute the air. We cut down the trees. We kill most of animals in the world because of we work hard. For what? We need to rely on this thing to survive happily. Our next generation need to rely on this thing happily. But we ruin everything.
Mm.
We need not question ourselves. Who are we working for? I think this very important thing. Many people say that, oh, I work for my kids, my children. But do we ask our children, do you need to eat money or you want to eat food? Do you want to drink clean water or you want to drink money? You want to have a good shade of trees, of forests, or you want to hide under the pile of money? So I feel like humans so confused now. We don't know what we are doing.
Yeah.
We work too much. No slave work harder than us now.
Quite. And it's a mental disease, isn't it? We get into it and then you get stuck into it. You've got to pay the bills, you've got to work and it's crazy and you're really just highlighting the whole system here. And John, tell us about the things that you do. What are the things that you do in your world? So you're building houses. And you said you're going to build another one. Oh, another house with your clothes.
Uh, the main thing I'm doing now, I do seed saving. I
Mm,
start to create a network in Thailand to start a seed saver group and then start a market for them. But before that, mainly I focus on self-reliant. I think self-reliant is the basic skill of human. Not only human, every life have ability to rely on themselves. At least the four basic needs. Like the first thing is food,
mm,
shelter, daily needs, and medicine or healing. So this four thing is the basic of life. if we learn how to do this four thing, we can feel confident in ourselves that we can survive everywhere. And then we can learn anything outside. You want to be a doctor, you want to be architect, engineer, astronaut, whatever, you can go when the base is strong, is stable. So that's what we are doing here. So we live together as a communities. We try to learn to apply the self-reliant, these four basic needs in our life. And then it seemed like at the beginning, we just want to learn to make our life easy. But after we live like this for a while, more and more people want to come and learn from us. That's why we start to have workshop and training and things more often. So we have a lot of people come to learn how to build with us, how to grow organic food, how to do seed saving, how to do products that we use in our daily life, how to do self-healing like a massage, some technique about local way of self-healing that in case if we have some sickness, if it's not too complicated, we have to be able to help ourselves. This is the main thing I'm doing here now.
And what are the products? Because you talked about shampoo earlier. What are the products that you produce
Yeah,
at the moment?
we make soap, make shampoo, we make sauce, make snack. We process a lot of things from the farm on the food. And then we make a women's pad. You can wash it. Mm.
Oh,
So you buy one time, you can use for a long time. You can wash it.
wow, that's brilliant.
That's yeah.
I always
And
think, if a product, if what we do is not circular, then we are destroying the world. If you're eating something or wearing something or using something, and it doesn't go away to regenerate some kind of compost or come back to renew and come back to a product, if you don't have that circle, I feel like, well, that means that's if you're doing something that is just take, 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 then you're going to run out at some point. So
yeah.
this sounds beautifully circular, like the washing the women's pad. That's perfect. You wash
Mhm.
it, use it, wash it, use it, wash it, use it. And eventually, if it gets worn out, eventually it's going to be chucked on the compost, I presume.
Yeah, we use almost everything like our septic tank,
Mm.
gray water, black water. We use all of it. We make into compost, and then all the scrape from the kitchen we can give to the chicken and make compost too, or something that recycle thing we can sell it because Thailand is very lucky. We can sell all the paper, all the cardboard box and tin, metal, aluminum, plastic, everything you can sell here, except old clothes. So that's why I think about to use old clothes to make a house
Yeah,
now.
brilliant.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And I see the
yeah.
joy in you, and you look very fit and healthy. Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 61 this year,
Yeah. And you
61, but my hair turned white now. I'm so proud of myself because not many people have a good luck to have a white hair.
good. I
They
mean, you
die
look fit.
before that.
Ah. And
So,
you look fit, you look healthy. I can see the energy shine from your skin and doing amazing things. So we're opening up to questions. So if anyone would like to ask John some questions, do please um, unmute and ask. We're going to keep chatting, but please butt in if you want to ask a question to John. Or type in the chat box if you don't want to speak. Just type in the chat box. It's so inspiring, John. It's just really amazing, and I wish that the whole world would shake off this crazy money focus. Because if we did what you do, when money becomes not the most important thing, and the only focus that you have, then the people that's at the top who are doing the dominating world global attitude, they can't exist, because if they're not getting fed by all the slaves, then they can't exist. And we all come to plateau. We all calm down and start to live and breathe and as we're supposed to, you know. It
Mhm.
they say there's 8 million people in the world, but I see a lot of questioning, like the calculate 8 billion, sorry, and the questioning of are we actually 8 billion, and is there really short of resources? Maybe I had these people calculating the most populated cities in the world are a certain amount and added up together, and the estimation for the rest of the people in the countryside, it doesn't make sense that it's true that there's 8 billion people. And so I have this question, like, how many people are we and how much land is there? And it's like you're proving that there's plenty of space out there, and the resources are abundant. And as we know, the if you see things in a microcosm, then it's in the macrocosm as well. I mean, I we were just off air. We are talking about in my garden. I grow berries, and it's abundant. I can't eat them all. I give them away.
Yeah.
Some goes to the birds, some goes to the seeds and grows more. Nature is abundant. Wherever you look, it
Mhm.
sends seeds like that, millions of seeds and thousands of seeds for you to share, to give away, to feed the bird, animals, everything. So um, the land, I believe the land is there. It's in abundance. We're doing the opposite, though.
I think humans deceive ourselves. We
Mm,
think technology will help us to produce more. Like people in the US, in America, they can grow a lot of corn. One farmer, American farmer, they can feed more than 200 people. They feel proud about that because in the past, one farmer can feed only maybe 8 or 10 people, but now 200 people or something like that. But in the past, people did not use technology. They use physical body. But now, farmer in the US, they produce a lot, but they use a lot of natural resources. How much gas, how much fuel that they use per year, how much tractor cost. So it costs so much money to grow food. Even they grow a lot, but it costs a lot too. That's why the population of farmers in the world decreased very fast. But if we think about what we have now, small piece of land, less than 1/4 of an acres, I farming in the small area. I can feed 6 people happily, and I can have surplus to sell in the market too, every day. So if we manage in the natural way, we have less input, but we have more output. We can produce more. And then we use less natural resources to do that. But the normal farming now, like in Thailand, conventional farming, we need to buy fertilizer from Ukraine, from Russia, so far away to grow food. And then how much the cost to produce those things to delivery, to ship it to Thailand? They don't think about that because they use tax money to cover that area, that part. So it looks like it's so cheap. We can grow a lot of rice, a lot of fruit, very cheap price. Because of they got subsidized for the cost of the fertilizer of chemical. But if we do in organical way, in the way that we rely on ourselves, we don't need that much. We can produce a lot, like my farm here. I have a lot of food to feed. We grow to save seed. We give away seed for free, more than 10,000 package per year here. Especially during COVID time, 1
Mm.
month, more than 10,000 package in 1 month, because
Wow.
people move back to their hometown. They left the city and then they start to do gardening and they have no seed in their hand. They ask for seed from us. So we can produce a lot. I feel like the nature produce more than we need.
Yeah.
Always produce more than we need. But the problem is humans interrupt the nature system because we think we are more clever. We want to take more. It's like the story of the goose or the duck that lay eggs as a goal, have lay gold eggs every day. And the owner, they greedy, they kill the goose. They think they will get more gold eggs in the body of the goose, but there's nothing in there. So this is the same thing. We think about we will take a lot from the nature. By using chemical, we force the nature to produce to us with chemical, but everything collapsed now. So the cost of food will be rise up all the time, never go down, because we need to rely on fertilizer, on chemical, on hormone, on technology, more and more and more. But if we turn to sustainable way, in the natural way, we pay less money, work less, and then the tree grow, they produce more and more and more. They take care of each other more and more and more. We work less. I think we just don't know how to think in the easy way. That's all the main problem.
Got to think easy. and 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 self-reliance then, isn't it? I mean, I've got a little I've got a small area of greenery, and in England we have a lot of front lawns. You know, front lawns, it's like green patch of grass,
Yeah,
but you don't
yeah.
grow anything in it. It's just to look nice or something. And you know, this if people want to do that, it's okay. But I want vegetables, so I've dug mine up. I've got asparagus and sweet corn and tomatoes and what else have I got there? Cabbages and things, and it being English, I feel a bit embarrassed because it's like that's not normal. You know, everyone grows this nice green patch of grass. But I'm thinking, great space.
Yeah.
Do something there. And I think, and this year we had a very, I mean, had a very wet year, is it? It's been a problem in Thailand, but in England we've had it
Mhm.
very, very dry in the summer, and we have
Oh.
hose pipe bans. We can't use the hose pipe, and it's really difficult. And so my raspberries are very short this year, and the tomatoes I've been struggling to water them because they need a lot of water. It's been so dry.
Mhm.
So I agree with you. It's not conducive to support independence. There's no support for you get attacked if you try to be independent or you know they want your money. They want your money and your bill. You're paying your bills and everything
Mhm.
rather than to be independent. And we've had a lot of problems with the farmers with the subsidy in England too. And they're doing this thing about making the farmers pay inheritance tax. So
Mm.
it's impossible. I mean, we've got this amazing program called Clarkson's Farm over here, and
Mhm.
he's a car guy who's become a farmer, but
Yeah.
he's highlighted that farmers don't make much money, that they
Uh-huh.
produce, and that's about it. And then this inheritance tax is impossible. They don't have £4 million sitting in the bank somewhere.
Mhm.
They don't.
Yeah.
So they're putting farmers out of business. Do you know anything about all of this and the subsidies and the inheritance tax? Have you heard about it?
No, we don't have that in Thailand because
Good.
we don't have a big land like that. Yeah, it's so
That's
sad to
absolutely.
think about that because of some
Mm,
people who have land, they want to do farming because they love farming. But when the government don't support it, that means you have no food security for yourself. Because if you have less farmers in the country, that means you need to rely on food from somewhere else that
yeah.
will be unsecure in the future. Yeah.
Exactly. It's stupidity, isn't it? It's just like, why are they doing that? And so coming back to a wonderful note, though, you had somebody who stayed with you a long time, and her son stayed with you too, and she's started her own farm in Scotland. Can you tell us about that and share
Uh,
the
Her
sudden?
name is Lisa. Lisa,
Mm,
she lived in Thailand for a long time and she worked as a volunteer with the refugee camp or something like that. And then when she have kids, she moved to live with us in the farm. She do farming with us, do homeschooling with us until her kids maybe get on her kid went to the secondary school level and then she moved back to Scotland. And then the first time she just lived in the poor area with no grocery shop or something like that, but they have some shop that people don't buy, don't have enough food to eat. So she just start to do gardening together, and then she start a bakery in the area, and then pay as you want. It's very interesting. And then she and her friend got a land from the city. It's a big piece of land, 100 acres, between the rich area and the poor in Edinburgh. Beautiful land. So she divide land into many sectors. One sector, she grow a lot of trees to grow forest. One sector, she divide into allotment, many allotment for poor people in that area come and to do farming together. And then it's very beautiful because they cooking together in the weekend
yeah.
or something like that. It's
Wow.
so nice feeling. And then another part, she start to do seed saving area. Like
Mm,
she try to bring back, looking for all kind of old grains that they used to grow, ancient grain that they used to
mm,
grow in Scotland before, like some barley, oats, or some even uh, flaxseed. She want to
mm,
bring back the linens and
mm,
flax that can make linens. So this thing disappeared from that area for many years. So she
mm,
tried to get things back, contact with many people. Now it's she got a lot of help from many people. It's
mm.
beautiful now. And then she said it's the biggest urban garden in UK. Nobody
Wow.
have the urban garden that big. So
Wow.
she's
Amazing.
happy now. And then many people come and help and learn together. It's so nice feeling. I feel like this is the way the poor people in that area, they
Mm,
can come together, they can find a way to grow their own food to survive. It's
mm,
quite interesting, especially local seed, not
mm,
hybrid seed from the corporation, local seed that they try to bring back. I think that will be uh, security for UK people in the near future. When the economics have problem, you cannot rely on money much. What can people do if you have no seed in your hand? So I think she will have seed for people to spread out more. That's a
amazing.
thing that she's doing now. Yeah.
It sounds completely it's logical, isn't it? It's completely makes sense. Of course, that's the way, and of course, focusing on the money focus, it looks so stupid and it's damaging. And as you say, people get into drugs and alcohol because they can't live that life for too long. And I see, in relationships or I mean, I live in a main city, London, and it's all about, where do you live and things, and things are nice, obviously, but it's not the most important thing. It's not the,
Mhm.
and it make when you said earlier about you're marginalized, you're crazy. I feel the same. It's like simplicity. We've forgotten the simplicity of life, and if you're not playing the mainstream game of money and everything, you you do look crazy, isn't it? Give things away. I
Yeah, yeah.
I spoke to we have a program in England called Dragon's Den. Have you heard of it, John? It's called
No,
Dragon's.
no, not yet.
It's a group, three or four highly skilled business people. They have a pile of money there, and they listen to the entrepreneur of their idea for their business, and they invest the money. So there's this program. It's very interesting, and so I interviewed one of the dragons recently, and she said that I was expecting her products, her business products, to be very expensive, and they're not. They're not really for someone who's so famous and so able. I mean, she's got multi-million-pound companies, and her products are not as expensive as I was quite surprised. And also, she said if somebody can't afford it, she says to them, "Give me what you can, and if you make the money, give me the difference." Um, and I was really surprised, and I thought, "Gosh, that's quite fresh." And it takes the pressure of money being
Yeah.
the most important thing. No, learning is, feeding is, our friendships are important, our health is really important, and money is just one piece of our life. So that was interesting hearing it from a high level business person who's, her life is business. So it's a whole new sort of concept, a different way to look at it. So, John,
Yeah.
if people want to come to learn from you, how do they go about it? What is the do you interview them first, or do you have to, or they just come along?
You just
Wow.
send email to us. You can check our website. I don't know, it's working now. It's like PUN punpunthailand.org. PUN Thailand.org. And then there's more detail in that website. But I'm not sure. I haven't checked the website for a long time. But if there's problem, you can send email to us, like punpun uh, punpun.farm@gmail.com.
Okay.
punpun.farm@gmail.com. Send email to us. So we did not choose people. It depends on if we have some space. We always accept people from all over. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And Rose says, great, very inspiring. Thank you. Yeah, so
Thank you.
inspiring. I'm so excited you came on because I just felt I I was thinking like business head to have famous people and thing. I mean, there are lots of famous people on the podcast, but I like to go from my heart. And the moment I saw your video, I thought, oh, please come on, because it's so important. It was so inspiring what I saw of that little video, and I'm so pleased you did come on to share your wisdom and share your knowledge, and whoever's listening to this, please do get in contact and or be inspired in your world. Take listen to what John's saying, and how can you make that in your world as well? How can you create this something similar? Or go and have a look at his website and see what or the details of what he's doing. It's just incredible. And so, as you say, so simple and sharing, and it's a growing thing, isn't it? And it sounds like farmers in Thailand don't listen, but they're beginning to, aren't they? They are sending seeds. They must be very grateful for the seeds, especially when they have none, and then they're coming to work with you, and they're beginning to learn your way.
Yeah. Hmm.
I think it's so valuable. So, um, John, did you want to mention anything else before I bring it to a close?
I think if you cannot come, you can learn, you can see what we are doing from my YouTube channel, Jon Jandai Life is Easy. So I try to uh, make a video about the technique and the thinking and everything that we are doing here in YouTube. So if you cannot come, you can see in the channel. But if you can come, it'll be more fun.
Definitely. And I'm going to speak to my boy. I hope he does. I'll send him over to you. He's a fit, strong. He's a fit, strong lad, but they're thinking money, money, money. And
uh,
nothing wrong with we need business people, of course we do. But it would be great to you. I think you must be so inspiring. You are. I find you inspiring, and to show the practical actions. I mean, you inspired that lovely lady Lisa in Scotland, and look what she's doing now. I'm gonna get in contact with her and see if she'll come on and just share her journey as well.
Maybe you
Yeah,
can visit her. It'd be nice to
yeah,
see you.
I know. Yeah, that'd be really lovely. I mean, it's a long way. I'm down south and she's up north, but you know, worth the
Oh, oh,
worth the journey. I think it's about. I don't know where she is. She's in Edinburgh, isn't it? So that's about a 10-hour journey for me.
oh
But
wow.
worth it, worth it. That would be great. And um and Grazina says, thank you. Good to hear about different way of save the environment. Yeah, absolutely, Karazana. Absolutely. So, John, I'll bring it to a close then. And thank you, everybody, for joining us on this call. Do book yourself up to join the next calls. They're all on my podcast at painfreedom.co.uk. And please like and subscribe. It sends the word out further, and more people can hear about John and what he's doing and inspire more people. So, click the like button, click subscribe, and share. So, John, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast, the Positive Future for Health podcast, and to share your wisdom and your knowledge and your life. I always like to leave the last word to my guests. So, John, what would you like to leave people with? A thought or a focus or a practice, maybe? Or what would you like to leave people who are listening to this?
I want to say that life belongs to us. We can decide in the way we want it to be. Don't let the system decide our life. It will be very fun after that. Thank you.
Mhm. Amazing. Thank you so much, John. It's been wonderful to talk to you. And I'm sure we'll be in touch soon. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you.